This is the independent practice for 8.7. Number 1, it says to solve the inequality, and then we're going to graph it. So, I want to figure out what y is. It's a positive 2, so I've got to get rid of this positive 2. I'm going to minus 2 here, minus 2 here. That's going to give me y is less than or equal to 1. Y is less than or equal to 1. So let's do 1, 2, 3, that's a 3, 4, this is 0, negative 1, negative 2. Okay, now we want to get, it's going to be equal to or less than 1. So it's going to be a closed dot because it could be 1. But now I have to go less than. So I'm going to go this way. So let's see if that works. I'm going to pick 0. 0 is 0 less than or equal to 1. Yep. Let's do number 2. W minus 1 is less than 4. I want to get this W by itself. So I have to add 1 to each side. And, add 1. That's a plus sign. That's really bad. Plus 1. Okay, so it's going to leave me with this W is less than 5. 5, 4, 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's less than, not equal to, so it has to be an open dot, and W has to be less than, so it's going to go this way. Let's make sure that works. Let's do 3. Is 3 less than 5? Yes. Okay, it works. Let's go over here to number 3. I want to find out what x is. It's times 7, so I divide this by 7. Divide this by 7. Gives me x is greater than 8. 8, 9, 10, 7, 6, 5. Okay, so it's not equal to, so it has to be an open dot around 8. Now I need my x to be greater than, so I go over here. Alright, let's do another one. Number 4. We have d divided by 3 is less than or equal to 2. I want to get this d, it's being divided by 3, so now I times it by 3, and I times this by 3. That's going to leave me with d is less than or equal to 6. 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so d has to be less than 6, but it could be 6. So closed dot, less than. So let's see, let's pick 3. If I put 3 here, 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 is less than or equal to 2. Perfect. Okay. A company charges 10 cents for each letter engraved. Bobby plans to spend no more than $5. So, no more than 5. He's going to spend less than or equal to 5 for the engraving of a jewelry box. Write and solve an inequality to find the maximum number of letters. So each letter, 0.10 cents times a letter, has got to be less than or equal to 5. So I want to find out how many letters. It's times 0.10, so I'm going to divide this by 0.10 and divide this by 0.10. So I'm going to do this one on my calculator. I'm going to do 5 divided by 0.10, and I get 50. So I can get 50 letters. Letters equal, nope, not equal. It's not an equality, it's an inequality. So letters less than or equal to 50. So if I think I can get 40, then I put 40 in here. 40 times 10 cents is $4. And $4 is less than or equal to 5. but the maximum number of letters I can do is 50. Okay. Let's look at this. I think we're going to need this graphic too. Suppose David has $65 to spend on his ticket and some shirts. He already spent $32.25 on the tickets. Okay, so let's see how much he has left. He spent $65. No, he had 65. He spent 32.25. Now you can see how I line my decimals up, and now I can subtract. Can't do that, can't do that. So this 5 becomes a 4, this becomes a 10. Now this 10 becomes a 9, and this becomes a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 2 is 2. And 6 minus 3 is 3. So he has 32.75 remaining. Now he wants to know how many shirts he can buy. So it's going to be 1450 times S for shirts has got to be less than or equal to 32.75. Okay. What is the maximum number of shirts he can buy? Well, now I'm going to solve this equation. 1450S is less than or equal to 32. I want to find the shirts, so I divide each side by 1450 divided by 1450. Okay, 32.75 divided by 14.50 equals 2.25. So shirts has to be less than or equal to 2.2586. Now, it has to be less than this. So how many shirts? I can buy a maximum of 2 shirts. Okay? If it's equal to 2.2, I can't buy just a part of a shirt. So the max I could get is 2 shirts. Which makes sense because if I put 2 into S, 1450 times 2, that gets me 0, 10, 8, 9, and 29. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it gets me $29 if I buy 2 shirts. And I have $32.75. So I have enough to get 2. And with a little left over. But I don't have enough to get anything more than 2. Okay, last 2 on the next page. Okay, we'll keep them this size. So, number 7. P minus 7/12 is greater than 3/10. P minus 7/12 greater than 3/10. I want to get P all by itself, so I have minus 7/12. I got to add 7/12 and add 7/12. Now, these cancel each other, so P is greater than, I need to find a common denominator, 310 plus 712. I know a common denominator is 60. 60 goes into both of those. So from 10 to 60 is times 6, so 3 times 6 is 18. 12 times 5, so 7 times 5 is 35. Now I can just add these together. 60, 18 plus 35, that gets me 53. 53 over 60. Okay, now graphing that, I'm going to just go, kind of keep it simple. 53, 60, 54, 60, and 52, 60. Okay? So it's greater than, so it can't be the number. So if it's greater than, I have to do a dot, or a circle. Alright, 5360 is what I got. Open dot, because it can't be 53/60ths, but it needs to be greater than 3/10. So we want to go greater, which is this way. Always graders to the right. Alright, let's do number 8. We have f plus 3, I guess that's 0.3, is less than 1.7. We got to find out what f is. We want to subtract 0.3, subtract 0.3, and I get f is less than 1.4. Okay, so f is less than 1.4. Let's put 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.3, 1.2. We know that it's less than, not equal to, less than, so it's an open circle at 1.4. All my f's need to be less than that, so I'm going this way because it's less. Okay, hopefully you did pretty good. And if you have any questions, let me know.